Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really fascinating. We're looking at this incredible intersection of international law and family planning. I mean, imagine being able to gift your child a life-changing opportunity before they even take their very first breath. We're going to break down a structured system called the Brazil Citizenship by Birth pathway, looking exactly at how the source material maps out this really unique strategy. So think about this for a second. What if your child could legally become a full citizen of one of the world's most globally connected countries, literally just by being born there? That is the core premise we're tackling today. This is based on a specific, strategic program put together by an organization called Travelism.org, which is powered by their platform @Travelism.
All right, here is our quick roadmap for today's explainer. We'll break this down into 5 parts. First, the power of just soli. Second, the benefits of Brazilian citizenship. Third, the study-based residency route. Fourth, we'll peek inside the citizenship package itself. And finally, how to get started.
Okay, let's kick things off with part 1, the power of just soli, which is the actual legal foundation making all of this possible. Now, you might hear this and think it's just some clever legal loophole, but it's actually a grounded legal fact. Brazil uses a legal principle called jus soli. Basically, the source explains that any baby born on Brazilian soil automatically becomes a full Brazilian citizen right at birth. No strings attached. It is literally baked right into their immigration law.
And here's where it gets super interesting for the whole family tree. The source lays this out in 3 escalating steps. Step 1, like we just said, the baby gets citizenship. But step 2, the parents become eligible for automatic permanent residency through family reunification. And then step 3 is the real long-term play. Under Brazilian law, the parents then have a clear, fully legal pathway to get their own full citizenship within just 1 year. Talk about a massive upgrade for the entire family unit.
Moving right along to part 2. Let's talk about the real-world benefits of Brazilian citizenship. Things like passports, global mobility, and family security. To really wrap your head around the sheer scale of global mobility we're talking about here, consider this number, 17. The Brazilian passport currently ranks as the 17th most powerful in the entire world. If you're coming from a country with a highly restrictive passport, this is absolutely life-changing, especially when you realize this ranking includes access to all European countries, which is a massive draw for anyone trying to expand their international footprint. And right on the heels of that is another wild number, 171. Having that powerful passport translates directly to visa-free or visa on arrival access to a staggering 171 countries. We are talking seamless travel across Europe, South America, Asia, you name it. It essentially unlocks a huge chunk of the globe and wipes out all that usual bureaucratic visa headache. So the main takeaway here is that this goes way, way beyond a quick birth tourism trip. The materials we're reviewing frame this as a serious, long-term family migration strategy. It delivers global mobility for your whole family, a rock-solid second residency, future citizenship for the parents, and ultimately it opens doors to world-class international education for your kid down the line. It's really positioned as a comprehensive legacy move. All right, part 3, the study-based residency route. This is presented as the strategic, legal alternative to typical birth tourism. The source draws a really sharp contrast here. They actually explicitly warn against using standard tourist visas for birth tourism, noting that it's risky and can create major problems for you later on. Instead, Travel's recommended approach is a structured, study-based residency, using Brazil's vocational and language school programs. Right now, they're specifically aiming for the upcoming August and September 2026 intakes. Why the study route? Well, it's all about stability. It ensures a much longer legal stay duration. That means expectant parents have the actual runway they need to relocate calmly, have a safe delivery, properly register the baby's birth, and process all their residency paperwork without panicking. Plus, it just naturally allows for much better integration into Brazilian society compared to rushing in and out as a tourist. That brings us to part 4. Inside the citizenship package itself. Let's look at the relocation and integration support. According to the materials, this isn't just about handing you some forms. It is designed as a full-service transition. They highlight a comprehensive support package that includes airport pickup the second you arrive, hands-on assistance to help you find accommodation, job links to get you settled, and guidance on cultural integration. And crucially, they provide step-by-step support for all the complex documentation you need for birth registration and residency. They are basically offering to hold your hand through the entire process. Finally, part 5, how to actually get started and secure your spot in that highly limited 2026 intake. If you're ready to jump on this, the initial requirements are actually surprisingly straightforward. You just need to gather the data page of your passport, a standard passport photo, an updated CV or resume, and your relevant academic documents. And by the way, the source notes that dependent arrangements work perfectly fine with this study route. Once you've got all that together, you just fire it off directly to their intake email at hello@travul.org.
Just to make sure you have it, here is the direct contact info provided by the source. You can check them out online at travul.org. You can call or WhatsApp them directly at +234 705 404 7448. And again, that email for your documents is hello@travul.org. They also mention you can easily find them by searching for their handle at Travelism across pretty much all the major social media platforms.
Before we wrap up, I really want to highlight this specific quote drawn right from the source material. Secure your child's future, open doors to the world, build a legacy. I think it perfectly hits the nail on the head. It frames this whole process not just as moving to a new country, but as a deeply strategic positioning play for forward-thinking parents who are prioritizing their family's long-term security. So that leaves us with one final provocative question to think about. Will you take the strategic steps today to position your family for global access tomorrow? When you look at the raw mechanics of Brazilian jus soli, the sheer power of a 17th ranked passport, and the legal stability of a study-based route, it definitely gives you a lot to chew on when considering the value of a second passport. It's just a fascinating look at how international law can be leveraged for family planning. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep exploring all your options for the future.